Hey, so today I want to talk about one of the more common mistakes that I see my Feng Shui clients make. This is something that often holds them up, trips them up, gets them not flowing. They're kind of stopping themselves from this flow coming in. So if you've been Feng Shuiing, applying some of these Feng Shui tips that I share, or reading any DIY books, or learning yourself, practicing and applying Feng Shui to your space, then listen up because this might be something that's blocking you from your Feng Shui working. My name's Jeanette Zizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. Let's get into it. So one of the things that comes up a lot when I'm working with a Feng Shui client is they get in their heads. They get a little too analytical and they get a little too hung up on the details and the specifics and am I doing this right? Is this working right? Am I doing it right? Is it in the right spot? Is it the right element? And so forth. This energy that you're projecting into your space, that you're being and that you're feeling is kind of not helping your Feng Shui flow effortlessly and easily. The perk of applying Feng Shui to your space is so that opportunities and love and money and friendship and just greatness and overall prosperity and abundance flows to you effortlessly. It makes life easier. It makes life more serendipitous. So, what I don't like to see when I'm working with people and what I help them work through and overcome is when they're getting really hung up and they're feeling really tense on the specifics. Now, when I work one-on-one with people, we work through it, I help them, I have so many guides and questions and answers for everybody, but for all of you, and like for me, for myself, when I started teaching myself everything. I started out putting different tips from articles and books all together and applying it to my space. There was a lot of trial and error, and so I want to help you save some time. I want to help you save yourself from some of the headaches or some of the long periods of time where you're like, I don't feel like this is working. So check the energy that you're in. Check your mood, check your vibe. Feng Shui is supposed to be fun. It's not always easy, I guess, depending on what the energy of your home says, and maybe you have to adjust some things or really change some things up. But for the most part, it's supposed to be an exciting process because that just means you're unblocking so many things. It's almost like the more things you have to correct, how amazing that you have so many answers to all your problems. You're like, wow, I just removed that and this is gonna get better. I removed that over here and that's gonna get better. This is gonna get easier because I'm gonna paint this. And I'm gonna start using this area of my home. So all of this other great stuff's gonna come to me. What's really more challenging is when we look at a home and somebody's not happy with their life and the energy, like there's nothing in the home that gives us any reason or notice as to why they're feeling this way. And that's when we check their Chinese astrology and their Bazi. But it's kind of almost a nice thing when you have all these different things you can do. Then you're more in control and you can take action and feel good, like, okay, I did this, this, and this. I feel accomplished. All this great stuff is gonna come my way. So check your energy first and foremost as you're rearranging things, as you're applying things to your space, as you're going around and adjusting. How do you feel? Are you excited? Are you moving things in gratitude? Are you saying, like, I'm moving these end tables here to attract love. I'm rotating my bed so I get such a good night's sleep and I have beautiful dreams and I'm so rested and reinvigorated every morning. Talk to yourself and really put out the energy that you want into your space as you're making these adjustments. Not ideal when people are making adjustments to their space and they're walking around with me sometimes and saying like, ugh, well, ignore that, I hate that. Don't look at that over there, it's so gross, I have to get rid of it, or don't ignore these floors, they're so ugly. Your home is the capsule for your body, for your dreams. If you think about it, that your body is a temple for your soul. We've heard that, what is that, a prophecy, an anecdote, an analogy? I don't know what that is called, but we've heard that saying where our body is the temple for our soul. Well, your home is a temple for your body, a thing that holds your soul. So there's emotions in your space. Your space holds all your bad days, it holds all your good days. It helps you recharge. It should be helping you refresh yourself and feel better. So your home is a oasis for you to create and restore yourself and create a dream life that you love, to be safe at night when you're sleeping and be productive during the day when you're working, and love when you are loving in your family and your home. So it's really important that you treat your home with respect, in a good energy, in good vibration, and as you're making all these adjustments with your feng shui, that you're in a good state. So then that leads me to my other point about overthinking and getting really worried and getting too hung up on the details. Is this metal? Is this earth? Is this wood? Is this fire? Is this white? Is this off-white? Where should it go? No. For the most part, you arrange your space as a whole. And if there is some picture frame or some plant or some wind chime or some red cuckoo clock that you just absolutely love, and they're not in the correct part of your Bagua map where, maybe a space does not need any more fire, but that red cuckoo clock is just so amazing and it must go in that spot next to grandma's chair because it's important and it means something. Well, your energy that you're getting from that, if you love this object so much and the energy of seeing it, it makes you happy, then that clock can go anywhere, because your happiness and excitement and your upbeat living and life and feelings is just as important as creating a space that has good energy, because good mixes with good and it creates more of the good. If you think about it, you could perfect your home and we could get down to every nitty-gritty detail of, all that should go here, all of this should go here, that absolutely should not be there. And then your home is perfect. Everything is perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect feng shui home, but all of the items in your home are in the right spot and all the colors are in the right spot. But then if your attitude is negative, if you don't believe you're good enough to get that job, if you don't believe you're going to find somebody that you love, if you don't believe in whatever goal you're trying to attract, that negativity and that doubt or self-consciousness or whatever you're feeling that's not a high vibe is going to interfere with the feng shui of the home. They commingle, they balance each other out, they work together. I like to say that when you align your energy with the energy of your space, you get to your dream life faster. So it takes both you and your space to work together to create this dream life. And so again, to recap, a mistake I see people make is they get way too hung up on the specifics and is this right, is this wrong? If it makes you happy, it's right. Now, you have to be honest with yourself. Is that pile, is that disorganization actually making you happy, or is it just comfortable and really you're procrastinating and you just don't want to address it, So if it's something like a red cuckoo clock or a polka dot blanket, or something that doesn't have an element, those are the things that, if it brings you joy, it brings you joy. So to recap, one of the mistakes I see people making is they get way too hung up on the details of, is this right, is this wrong, now I'm stressed out, is this good, is it flowing right? If something makes you happy and it brings you joy, then it brings you joy. That's exciting. It raises your vibration. It doesn't matter where in the home it is. If you look at it every day and it brings you joy, awesome. If you are following the feng shui principles as a whole to the best of your ability in general, the universe will reward that effort, that attempt. Moving things and applying feng shui to your space also kind of signals to the universe, hey, I'm ready to receive, I'm ready to listen, I'm ready to be in flow, I'm ready and open to serendipitous opportunities. And so nothing has to be perfect. Even just these small movements start and get that feng shui closer and closer to alignment with your energy, and therefore all those opportunities and the dream life and all the greatness and auspiciousness starts coming your way. If you love your space or you're ready to love this space, like this video, comment below where you're tuning in from. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are alerted as these feng shui and mindset tip videos come out, so that you can stay in that high vibe and adjust your space. You get your energy aligned with your space's energy and you create a life you love. Thank you so much for watching.